people like David Chappelle and all these other people, they're able to change with the times and not get caught up in just their old past.
Right. And it's weird because a lot of them don't even bring up their old stuff.
They don't, no.
It just keeps going. And
so then after that, you can pay for ghostwriters.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people write their own things, but they also do have a team to go over and add on to it, All
right, fellas. You ready?
We are ready.
All right.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
Welcome, everybody. This is the Let's Talk After Dark podcast. I'm Benny. With me, as always,
Maverick.
And our special guest host,
Todd.
And we have the beautiful Miss Rosa.
Hello.
But yeah, so what I've been forgetting? I've been forgetting to say where to follow us on all the bullshit.
Yeah. So we'll start that off now.
Yep. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram at Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Spotify, Google, Apple, and everywhere else podcast or broadcast. I don't know.
Anywhere you can listen to things.
Yeah.
But you also forgot that this is the Let's Talk podcast where anything goes and nothing is off the table.
There you go.
That's
why you're the guest host.
So you guest host. Thank you for filling that in. Viachi 2.0 right here.
Rest in peace, V.
R.I.P.
Oh man.
So yeah,
guys, this has been it's been a crazy week since the last time we've been talking here, like in the world, not in my world. I've been like just chilling. Life's been okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I guess the world's just been like
the world's burning.
The world's burning.
Literally.
One for the people. We said fuck the police, and they burnt down a police precinct and everything else that they didn't need to. So I gotta talk right into it, and let's get right to the point of. This is my last time talking about it, but I'm kind of upset of how the riot actually took place. You know what I mean? Like, yes, George Floyd. Everyone who watched that video, that straight out, that guy got killed. He was straight out murder. You know, I'm sorry. Even in wrestling, you could tap out because they know you're about to die. Like people who say, "Oh, you could if you're talking, you could breathe." I want you to sit there and keep on talking till you don't have it. The guy stopped talking for a while. Like you could talk until you die. Like you're letting out. You're not breathing.
But what people don't understand is he wasn't on the throat. He was on the carotid artery, which stopping blood flow to the brain. Once the brain doesn't get any blood flow, nothing else is working.
Yeah. But we have all these MMA experts out there who knows everything.
And Todd.
And Todd. And we got Todd.
Well, I am borderline genius, so. Anyway, go ahead.
No, we just gotta let that sink in for the audience.
Yeah, right.
We gotta let them look in there like.
It's the borderline part you gotta worry about.
I guess you guys rewatch White Privilege. It'll explain a lot about Todd. Yeah, Todd, you were a guest for us here before.
This is your second time on.
Actually, this is my third time here. First time, I was actually the first guest on the podcast.
Oh, yep.
But I was also on the Let's Laugh.
That is also podcast.
This podcast, but in this studio.
This is the second time on the podcast.
On the podcast, that's all right. I stand corrected. I always think I'm right, but
he's trying to plug himself in to watch Let's Laugh. Okay, guys, him against Spill McGee, Matty
You should
Ice.
watch that. Actually, you should watch that. Go watch Let's Laugh. We need to bring that back. I think it's time. All right, it's about time.
Yeah,
but yeah, this is my second time on the podcast.
It's amazing. Now, real quickly before we get back, because we jump topics here, guys, so just get used to the shit. We're gonna I had to vent that out though. I had to get that out there to get you guys ready for what I'm gonna talk about. But Todd, just in case some people didn't see the first, explain a little bit about you, what you do, and everything. And
hey, my name's Todd Therrien. I am a stand-up comedian. With Maverick, we formed EMT Comedy last year. We put on shows when we could put on shows. Hosted 2 mics in Springfield. We did have a mic in West Springfield, but we wanted to concentrate on Springfield. And I'm also your friendly neighborhood delivery guy.
Todd delivers pizzas.
I deliver pizza in Springfield.
Todd delivers weed.
Well, I don't deliver weed. No, listen, let me say this. Maverick always used to like to introduce me as his drug dealer, but that's not true because money has to change hands for it to be a drug deal. So,
My love is money.
So it's charity.
It's charity. Todd helps out black men become happy.
Todd adopted a black
wait.
man.
That doesn't, especially coming from you, and if people know you, that might come out wrong.
Nothing ever comes out wrong with me. It always comes out right.
Yeah, it
always-
can go in wrong.
It always
either,
comes
right?
where it's supposed to come.
It only comes where it's supposed to come. Yeah. So Todd and I, we got EMT comedy. What was it? Saturday, the 30th of May. I was gonna say yesterday because it feels like yesterday. It was my 1 year of comedy. When was your 1 year?
My 1 year was April 27th.
April 20th, and we spent it with COVID.
Oh, so you guys are babies. In
Yeah,
comedy
we are.
game? I
We're
thought
babies.
you've been in it.
Yeah.
No?
Listen, I've joked that I've been you do it. A comedian like all my life. I've been joking, but to actually have a mic in my microphone, not mic, in my hand, it's been a year. And it's going great. I love it. I miss it.
Well, you know what? I'm not doing comedy anymore.
Okay.
You quit?
I wanted to see how he felt. You know.
R.I.P. Bianchi.
R.I.P. Bianchi. Nah, I'm still gonna do comedy. I'm still gonna do comedy always, man. Like that's the stress reliever to be able to go up there and just tell your thoughts to people who pay. It might be funny, it might not. At the end of the day, I don't care. Like, you know,
Hey,
at the end of the day, you're trying to make it, right?
I'm just trying to make it. I'm trying to laugh. I'm a laugh junkie. I like the laughs. I need the laughs.
Yeah.
But I'm also, if I can make someone smile and remember me, that means I'm carried on somewhere.
I like the community. I don't like the politics about with comedy. I didn't know there was so much. You would think with all these like happy-go-lucky, you know, people who are making people happy, they're happy, but a lot of people are miserable. Like there's some like legitly functioning alcoholics. I love these guys. You know what I mean? Like I look up and then sometimes it's just like outside. I feel like I'm like not depressed as a lot of comedians.
Well, I got to say you are not the norm for a comedian. Like a lot of comedians need the attention, like me. A lot of comedians are depressed and stuff like that, and that's how they get it out. You're an entertainer, right? I think you're doing it for entertainment. You love it. But
Yeah.
I mean, I love it too. I love it, but I mean, there's some people that do it because they crave that response from people. Maybe they didn't get it at home, or they did get it at home, they're not getting it anymore, or something. Or like me, I'm an only child.
Maybe I just enjoy my multiple personalities so much that I'm just fine by myself.
No, you just like talking, motherfucker. That's all it is. He was like, I can get on stage and people have to listen to me for fucking 10 minutes.
And look at me.
Right? And look at me.
I know. Maybe I'm just an attention whore. Who knows?
Yeah, you are.
You guys, hashtag LTAD. Let me know if you think Maverick Prasad's an attention whore, and please. The best comment will get nothing. Absolutely nothing. Zip, zero, zit.
You'll get a plug
Get a
on the podcast because we'll read the.
Be careful
We'll
what
read the
kind of
comment.
plug you get from Maverick. He'll open up that drawer and take your pick.
He has like fucking. You ever seen like the movies where they fucking have like the secret compartments for the guns and they open like the walls and the doors and shit? His
Yeah,
are
that's
all
just sex
dildos
toys.
and plugs
Yeah.
and whips and shit.
You guys know me way too well. If you could tell, these are the two I spend most of my time with.
That's why I walk into his house and I back out of the house.
Just don't touch anything.
I was wearing gloves and masks before COVID when I went to his house.
Oh man, dude. Speaking of gloves and masks, going back to the riot thing. So this is what irks me. We're gonna jump a lot of topics here, but the gloves and masks. So I feel I'm happy the country's opening up. I'm happy we have these phases. You know, I feel like we should open up. You know, I know people are getting sick and everything like that too, but the mask thing really threw me off until I saw a patient of mine at my job, and they were like, "Look at how cool this is! Like, even with my mask, my facial recognition is shutting. You know, it's opening my phone up and everything." And I'm like, duh, you guys use those avatar things. You use all those all those like fucking, filters and stuff like that. Like your face is already recognized. Like we're going to be like in China having that credit score when people walk around. Oh, you're a good deed. You guys heard about that?
No.
Have you heard about that?
No.
So like in China, they're doing like, it's pretty much like a credit score, but because of all the cameras and everything, like they rate you as a human. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell no.
So they're pretty much like, yeah. So it's you could Google it. So the article is like, and based on like, if you pick up trash, you get good points. If you fucking litter, your points drop. You have neighbors who could snitch on you, like
You get XP and shit?
Oh,
exactly.
jeez.
Experience
Is
points.
there a double XP weekend?
So it's hilarious because it's in a way it's kind of like forcing you to be more compliant. You know what I
They're
mean?
trying to do everything to make you more compliant.
Listen, if they just legalize everything, you know how compliant everyone would be. No one will care.
Everybody
You know what I
be
mean?
dead. Everybody smoking crack.
Crack.
Well,
I don't know. You know what?
heroin or
I
whatever.
don't know. Like nowadays, I'm sorry. Like if you are born anywhere from 2000, let's say 2010 and up, I'll give them 10 years, and you're smoking crack. When you're like,
Oh yeah, you're probably not smoking crack, but
but you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. There's no way like
you're
that.
doing ecstasy or some
Yeah,
shit.
you're probably doing.
I know because meth is the thing now. I mean,
Oh,
why
yeah,
are we
meth or
doing
whatever.
crack?
Yeah, meth's a thing. Yeah,
Meth's the thing
meth's
now.
a
But
thing.
no, it's weird because like the 90s was the crack, right? 90s, 2000, and then you had the meth. But meth has always been there, but it's come out more. It was on the West Coast, but now it's on the East Coast. Ecstasy came out. When did ecstasy come out? Like, honestly, I was never into the pills. Me, I'm a weed and mushroom guy. I'm a natural guy. If you can pick it and take it without having to process it, I think that's okay.
Nice. So you're like psychedelics and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
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 Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try any synthetic psychedelics though, even though like
No bath salts.
fucking bad. This fucking shit turns you into a zombie. Fucking eating people's faces. Nah, but like LSD, right? That's a man-made.
That's man-made.
psychedelic.
Yeah.
Even though people I've read so many things on how safe it could be and stuff like that. I'm sorry. Like I don't want to like. I'd rather have something natural and see people's faces melted because I feel that's the universe's way of doing it. Then take something man-made and see people's faces melted and then thinking, oh shit, I'm fucked up because
They're different. They're different levels of experiences.
Well, you've been through the 60s, Todd. You probably.
I was born in the 60s, so I didn't go through the 60s, but 70s and 80s.
You went through the 70s.
70s and 80s, yeah, definitely.
80s,
Definitely
so
the 70s
You
and
fried
80s.
a few brain cells.
I fried a lot of brain cells, honestly, but I think it was worth it.
Real quick, we're gonna have an ADHD moment like we always do. Look at Benny's shirt, man. Is that sexy? That's the 10-minute film festival. He had it on Saturday the 30th as well. You guys definitely check out the 10-minute film festival page. But B, how did that go?
It was all right. I mean, it wasn't live like it was supposed to be, but thanks to fucking the world burning, we had to do it online. I wasn't gonna do it at all at first, and I was like, I'm just gonna cancel it. But then I was like, fuck it. You know what? I already lost my money anyway, so I might as well just do it.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, I'll just do it online.
I liked how you opened up though. Like, I'm not really used to talking. But then this was such a great job, I feel like you're like that fake virgin. It's my first time.
No, like I suck on camera. Yesterday, I like I said it out. I suck on camera. I fucking stutter all the time on camera. I fucking fumble over my words. Like my thoughts are fucking faster than I can speak them. So
It's the funniest thing. This dude makes immaculate work behind the camera, in person, great conversations. But you put a camera in front of this dude, also he's like,
yeah, I sound like a fucking. I'm not gonna say the word, but I'll get canceled.
It's not the 70s anymore. You can't say it.
Oh.
But yeah,
So it went
So
good. Shout out. You want to shout out the winner, or do you want us to just watch it? You guys should.
just watch it.
Just
It's
watch it.
up.
Find out who the winner is, and actually let us know. #LTAD as always. Who you thought was the winner was before you.
Yeah, so it's available on the Facebook page. So it's like 3 hours long. There's like 20 films. They're all short films. Like I said, 3 hours long. We announced the winners at the end. The winners are also on the page, so you can just go on the page and see the winners and skip all the other the films if you want.
Yeah. They're 10 minutes each, right?
10 minutes or less.
10 minutes or less. So yeah. So if you look at 3 hours, 10 minutes, that's a lot of people who contributed work to do this. So shout out to everybody who was a part of that. That's amazing.
So we actually had I think 45 submissions.
Amazing.
And then we narrowed it down to it was supposed to be 21, but I had emailed the person and never sent me the fucking film. So
Well, that's a great idea, though. 10-minute film festival. I mean, being sarcastic, but not being sarcastic, especially in this day and age with everybody's attention span.
so fucking short.
So short, and they're amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fucking awesome. Especially
They're
like
amazing.
the first place winner obviously was amazing, and then won. The second place was the wedding runner, right? Wedding runner. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, so definitely go check that out. But we'll go back now to the world burning, all right? And I'm upset because a lot of people were posting about how people should not be judging how black people are allowed to riot, right? This riot in Minneapolis happened because these 4 officers were just fired. There was no charges, filed for the death of George Floyd. You know what I mean? And that right there is upset because if it was you and I, we killed somebody, we're detained until we could set bail.
Yeah, we don't get to go home to our families. And fucking,
so pretty much,
And we don't have people surrounding our house, protecting our house.
oh yeah, definitely, yeah. So Minneapolis took to the streets and they protested and they started, rioted. People started burning down buildings, looting. All right, the police precinct going up. Excellent job on that. Well organized. Burning down local businesses and everything like that. Like, you don't need to hurt your brothers and sisters. I don't care if they're white, black, brown, green, gay, straight, whatever. You don't harm your fellow citizens' business. But at the same time, shout out to I always gonna make it. Maj Tour, you gotta watch him. He's I'm gonna try to get him on the show. This dude is the reason I got my gun license. He puts on an excellent show. He's out of Philly. He's this black man, amazing with the gun rights activists and everything like that. But as he said, if you were armed, they had a lot of like black businesses who are armed. They're just standing out there with their guns.
Yeah.
Just like, come riot here. You know what I mean? Like, you're protecting your own, which you should.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the rioters did not destroy that. But my thing was, I was upset because we always, as a black community, when we riot, we end up turning it into a loot fest and everything like that. And then, we get tear gas dropped on us and everybody's like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. You weren't doing peaceful protest. And you weren't doing a protest that actually had any, you're destroying shit. I call it like acting like a kid with a tantrum. You couldn't get your way, so you just decided, I'm going to fuck shit up now. Right? But there's a way, there's a strategy, there's a strategy of doing stuff. Even Dr. King himself, he said, I'm gonna misquote it, but pretty much, I'm gonna paraphrase what he was saying, that the black man, I like how Dr. King talks. He always says, the Negro. And I was like, I feel special because I'm like, wow, I'm the Negro now. You know what I mean? Not an African American, but the Negro. And how he says it too, I'm sorry, I'm a big Dr. King fan. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people say he was a pacifist, but I'm also a big Malcolm X fan too. You know what I mean? Because you gotta have hand in hand.
You have to balance.
You have to balance. And real quickly, I just want to ask you. Like we said, we're jumping. You were around the time, where Dr. King and the civil rights movement and stuff like that. Right? You were born in there. You know what I mean?
I was born after. I was born in '65. But I kind of.
You still.
So I grew up.
Let
me put it this way. When I was in 4th, 5th grade, I could see my school from where I was. All right. 5th grade, so that's 70s. They started busing, integrating. There's nothing wrong with integrating. There's nothing wrong with it because trying to get everything. But what they were doing is shipping either white kids over. I lived in 16 acres, so they were gonna bus me to Duggan, which is halfway across the city.
I just have to say, you said shipping first. That's kind of racist, Todd.
I said shipping. All right, busing.
You said shipping.
They were gonna ship me over there.
Shipping black people.
I said white people first. So.
I know. I was fucking with you.
I damn. I didn't say they put him in a train.
In front of the ship.
He was in front of the ship though. He was up top. He had the.
I was the captain, all right. I was the captain of the fucking ship. I had the white privilege. I got to sit in the.
I'm the captain now.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, how did that compared? I know as a kid, kids, we could feel tensions. We know, we don't really care much about what's going on in the world because I remember, OJ's thing. They used to shut down our school, not shut down the school, but had the whole school sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
And I really didn't care because we were just sitting there talking about shit about all these people. Were like, did OJ really do it?
Right.
So, I remember that. I remember feeling kind of like, at the same time, like, why is the world stopping for this?
Well, you were asking me the question. See, like, where I grew up. All right, I grew up.
Yeah, go ahead.
First, I grew up in Holyoke. I was born in Holyoke. Grew up in Holyoke for a little bit. Then we moved to. Where the hell did we move to? I can't even remember. Springfield. But I lived in 16. I got sad.
That's what's true. Kids, that's what drugs.
That's what drugs will do.
He's
to you.
fried.
I am.
Yeah,
Anyways, so we moved to 16 acres.
Yeah.
Which was a predominantly white area. So
which now Benny and I live in.
Right. Which is still a great area.
So many minorities now. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I moved out of the hood to get away from it.
It's like I left the hood.
And then we moved to Wilbraham, which was an even wider section.
Still is.
Right. Still is. And then
high tax brackets.
And then we moved to Chicopee, which was a white area, which is now actually a high Hispanic area.
Do you remember what they called when a lot of blacks were moving into the neighborhoods? What the nickname they used to call it was?
They weren't moving in. It was I don't remember because
they're called the Flight of Crows.
The Flight of Crows.
What? That's racist.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, I can make a joke about that. I'm not gonna make a joke about that because I ain't fucking that guy. Well, I used to be that guy, but I'm not. No, I'm just kidding. There's no guy.
Todd secretly has a robe in his.
It's not secret. It's in a case in my house. I just don't want anybody in my house. It's not true. If I was racist, he wouldn't be my best friend.
Every racist says that.
Right? Every racist says that. I got one. I got a black But wait
friend.
a minute. He wasn't a coworker.
You got the whitest fucking black guy.
Yo, I know.
Well, I got the darkest, whitest
He's
black
in the
guy.
comfort zone and shit.
Well, no. You know what
exactly, But that's what I'm talking about. So so we're gonna jump back, scroll. We're gonna go back, and I've been getting things because people are like, "Oh, you're not really black. You don't know you can't say what these people are actually going through because you had a privileged life." It's like, motherfucker, no, I didn't. I'm dark as fuck. You know what I mean? But I just now started growing my hair in 2016. Before I had low cut Caesar, I was like, hey, how you doing? Let's holla at your boy, But yeah, I know Rosa looking over there. She's like, hey. But like people actually use that as an excuse. Like I didn't feel any racial oppression or anything. Like people don't realize. I remember to this day my first racial experience, like when I was like really like shown like being black is dangerous. And remember I was like 5 or 6, and I went with a friend next door. His mom took us to Chuck E. Cheese. My first time at Chuck E. Cheese here in Springfield. So we're there at Chuck E. Cheese. They went to use the bathroom. We're playing. They had, bathroom break. I used the bathroom first. Go sit at the table. So I went and sat at the table. But like any little kid, I saw Chucky, right? So when you see Chucky's your first time, you see this nigga on TV. Now you see him there, and it was the cool cartoons back then, when Chucky was fat. Now he's skinny. Yeah. I'm talking about the real Chucky.
Yeah, Chucky before we went on keto.
Or crack. But yeah, all those damn kids. Fuck them kids.
He's in the back.
He's in the bag. It's like, I saw him, so I ran up there. He was dancing. There's a little girl dancing. So we're marching and stuff like that. And next thing you know, I'm grabbed by my shoulder and held. And there's this white guy. And he looks at me. He goes, "You fucking dirty little monkey."
Oh, damn.
He's like, "If your nigger ass is ever dancing around my niece again, I'm going to beat you with this belt right here." And he started taking off his belt. He's like, "Go back where you came from." So I went back and sat down, like, right. I'm sitting down, scared, holding back tears and everything, because, I was like, oh, shoot, like, maybe. At first, I thought I did something wrong because I left the table. You know what I mean? Because I was told to, go back and sit at the table. But I left and went and installed Chucky, And so when the mom came back, she saw me, told the story, and, like, I just remember the look on this woman's face. Like, she just went pale. She held her kids. She said, "Let's go." And we all walked out. She went back and told my parents. Of course, my dad was like upset, but there's nothing you could do. It's like, what are you gonna do? Drive back to Springfield from we lived in Holyoke,
Yeah.
right across from Providence Hospital at that time. So yeah, but ever since that day, I realized like, people aren't gonna like me. And then of course, the way I was raised was to know Black history. So when you read history, and before there wasn't like Google, we had to actually, encyclopedia stuff. You remember library books and the fucking catalog shit? I mean, I know you remember that.
I was a library age.
Technology right now for you is like, oh fuck it, why can't we have encyclopedias? But yeah, and after doing that, you see like, if I was a kid, a young kid at elementary school through middle school, and I was able to understand racism, right? I'm pretty sure everyone else can. So right now, everyone knows off the bat what that officer did was wrong. And if you make any excuse to it, you just are fighting a little bit of hate that you have inside of yourself, I feel, right?
Yeah.
I think anybody who makes an excuse for this guy is a fucking idiot. If they're white, they're a racist. I don't know if any black or Puerto Rican guys would say, hey, he was right, but I mean, there probably are.
There are.
They're probably Republicans, but
brainwashed individuals who.
Yes.
So yeah, I saw. They posted when the cop got arrested or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So you know how like you go through the comments and you read it, and there's always somebody that says something agreeing with the wrong side or whatever.
Yeah.
I was so surprised. I read through every comment and I didn't see anybody agreeing like with the cop. Like, you know what I mean? Like amazing. I was
That's
surprised.
Great. Even the
fuck.
cops that like cops come into the place where I work, they're all like, "That's wrong. That's wrong." Everyone. I don't think anybody, unless you're a really piece of shit.
My man was screaming that his nuts were hurting. Cops do have a way of like they'll punch you in the nuts or squeeze your nuts and shit like that because it's a and the thing is like you even see the dude pissed on himself. You know what I mean? That's how you know like a grown ass man pissing on himself. Like dude, that's when you're scared. Like you saw if you watch the video, you see that thing. That's not AC. It's not AC. You're coming out in Minneapolis right now.
All 4 of them need to go down.
100%.
Definitely the 3 dudes that kneeled on him. Definitely dumbass cracker. I can say it. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not going to get banned this time. And the guy that was just standing and watching, he needs to go down too. They all need to go down.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I do not hate cops. I have cops that are my family. I have cops that are friends. I don't hate cops. What I hate is the fact that good cops, when they try to step up to things, they get the shitty shifts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when you try to be the good person, the hard, you're trying to get that position at your work, and the people who are there hate you, so they give you all the shitty work.
Oh yeah. It's been like that all. I mean, look at the old movie Serpico.
Yes.
Dude in New York trying not to take cash, not to be a dirty cop, and the cops set him up. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna say it. There's good cops out there. There are good cops out there. But there's a lot of shitty cops out there. There's a lot of people that shouldn't be on the force out there. There's a lot of shitty people that were bullies or bullied so now this is their chance to be. They are what I used to be, not a racist, but when I was a boss, I was bossy. I wasn't a boss. I learned how to be a boss and not bossy.
So you were that power went to your head. You felt
I did.
Good.
It did.
So somebody with
But so these people have the ultimate authority and ultimate power that they think they have, but they don't. And they're abusing it.
Yeah.
And mostly on the black people. A lot on the poor people. It doesn't matter. And the immigrant. It doesn't matter.
Because I've heard stories of cops hanging drunks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because they're tired of bringing them in. So they hang them and say that, we found him like that. You know what I mean? Like he was really depressed. You know what I mean? Like
I guess that's one way.
Like there's just shitty cops. If you look at all the movies they make so many movies about shitty cops. But like you said, there's as much shitty cops as good cops.
But the good cops need to say shit. They got to break that thin blue line.
The good cops got to band together to say shit. Because you can't say shit by yourself.
No.
Nah, you just do it. You
make yourself a target.
You're that lone sheep out. You're that lone gazelle out at the watering hole, and like all the lions are about to get you.
Yeah.
Cause that's when they do that movie shit, and they fucking take you to a warehouse. And
Yo, for real.
Shoot you and say somebody popped his ass.
Yo,
do the wire shit on your ass.
I worked for this for-profit company, and they had a security team there, and that's pretty much why I ended up leaving this place, was because the security team, we had so many issues because I just would call them out and shit they did. It's to a point where when someone new gets hired and you meet them and they're like, oh yeah, we were told, I was told by the head boss of this place, the director, to stay away from you because you're not good. And then this person realizes that you're great. You two become best friends, until he finds some good pussy and he never talks to you again. Fucking story. Yo, dude, what happened to loyalty, my nigga? Anyways, this is gonna be this. I think we should call this Mav's rants or Mav being bitchy. One of the. But Todd, you've been on this show before, but I'm gonna ask you: thumb up? No? Yes? Maybe
thumb
so?
up, but not 2 thumbs up. Yes, I am a follower of this show.
Oh man! Listen, guys. What we have some things to talk about. Two I wanted to talk about was Six Flags is going to be open, but here in Western Mass. But the thing is, you have to call to set an appointment to go there.
You gotta make an appointment to go
You have to make a
You
reservation.
have to make a reservation to go to Six Flags.
And
Do you know how many families are gonna be mad they can't go to the wave pool?
right?
Like you
5
know how
people in the pool
long
at
that
once and
fucking
shit.
waiting list is gonna be on to go to Six Flags?
and you're gonna have to wear a mask. So can you imagine the price of the mask that they're gonna sell?
Oh,
At the end of the Superman ride,
exactly.
you know, you come down from a ride. There it is, your new mask at $35 a mask.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they charge like what for 2 pieces of dried ass chicken and a little bit of fries? Like what, $30?
Yeah. Six Flags
man.
is gonna be $6,000. Screw that.
Shoot.
They gotta make that money back somehow.
They
They
gotta
gotta
make
let
it-
fucking what half? Was it half the people? Right, or is it less?
Oh, it's like half, but if you look
Half
at like
capacity or some shit?
they're also showing photographs or pictures of what auditoriums for like movies and concerts and comedy shows would look like at 6 feet apart.
Bro, can you imagine like any concert where you have to be? Just imagine like
Yo,
what's you and your group of friends? You're there, and then there's another group there. It's gonna be so weird, like being a
Not even
performer.
in groups. They're gonna make
I mean-
everybody
I mean-
6 feet apart.
Well,
Can
no,
you
because at the
imagine-
beaches.
Can you imagine all the dumb white people who go to those mosh
That's what I was
pits?
talking- I was gonna get
the
to
mosh
that.
pits. They're gonna be like just not bouncing in the air. They're just gonna be jumping up and down and flopping
know
like
what?
fish.
on the floor, yeah.
The only concerts that are gonna be that won't be like that are country concerts. They're all gonna be staying together.
No,
They're not gonna break down. This is America.
America. Make America good.
Like America. Well, guys, I don't like any of our candidates. I don't like Biden. I really don't. You know what? I'm looking at this right here. Like, Trump's in there. Give that nigga another 4 years. I'm not voting for him.
No.
Wait, listen. I'm not voting for him, but I'm not voting against him.
No.
not voting
Listen.
no.
Listen. No. Joe was a idiot. I almost said that word. Joe is an idiot for saying that the guy wasn't black enough if you're gonna vote for Trump. All right.
hilarious.
Yo, that's capital R word.
That shit
all
was
right.
funny as
Yo,
fuck.
that's stupid.
Joe
but the
Biden-
man is
Joe
better than Trump.
Joe Biden is better than Trump as an image. It's like, all right,
He
here's the
was
thing.
good enough for
Here's the thing.
Obama.
Nigga, that was his one black friend. Like it was no different. Like he had one. He's not a racist. 'Cause I
No.
worked for Obama.
No. He's. I don't think he's a racist. He's more of a bigot.
I don't think. I think when you're up in power, you're not a racist or anything. It's all about money after a while.
Oh, it's
You
all
don't-
about
you don't
money
really give a damn
and
about-
a little
and
shoulder rub.
It's. I knew Joe Biden was gonna be a touchy subject. Like I don't know.
Yeah, literally. But
But it's just like, I mean, it's to a point that I had one of my uncles who never talks to me even just had to comment on my post. Like that's how much black people
your post about
Love.
the third party candidate.
Joe Biden. Well, I posted about a third party candidate because will it work? No,
No,
absolutely
third party
not.
candidates never work.
And on top of it, even if he does win, you have 2 parties who hate you. Like
Right.
nothing's getting passed. But it just the Republicans and Democrats, if you look back as far, throughout history, point blank, Democrats wanted to keep slavery, Republicans ended slavery.
Right, and then
Right.
it flipped.
And then it flipped because Democrats saw the South had a lot of money, and at the end of the day, poor people need money. So we're gonna help you out.
We're gonna
and
give
we're
you
gonna
money
give
for
you
votes.
money, and then you always vote for us because we care about you. But I'm sorry, I've been alive for 30 years, 30 plus years. But I'm gonna say this: out of 30 years, and I'll cut it down. I'll even take 10 years away. Out of my 20 years, so from the age of 10 up to 30, I have yet to see anything truly change with a Democratic Party. Now you tell me, if you were in a relationship with someone for 10 years, right? And this motherfucker has not changed, would you stay with them?
Yeah, but with the Republican Party.
No,
Wait a minute.
No. What? Just answer the question.
No.
Would
Because
stay
if
with
you
them?
look at it, the next girl that you're gonna go to, instead of the relationship not changing.
You're not answering
Wait a
the
minute.
question, Todd.
No.
You're not answering the question.
No,
Would you stay
because
with that bitch? Yes or no?
Because if you leave that bitch, you're either going to be alone. Wait, no, because you got to look at your options. You don't just, are you going to be alone for the
All right,
rest of your
Todd,
life? No.
we can tell you would stay with the bitch because you're
No,
making
no.
too many excuses. You're not answering yes or no.
Because I'm not going to go with the other bitch because the other bitch isn't going to give me anything. She's going to give it to everybody else. At least the Democratic bitch is going to give me shit.
They don't give you shit. They make
Really?
you think.
They don't give you the, they don't,
Where
they
taxes,
don't help.
What have taxes
help.
changed? What taxes have
No,
changed?
I'm not talking about,
because they get their shit back.
They
It's
get
like-
their shit back, but at least they give it to the people who could use it more than the people who don't fucking need it. The Republicans love to give money to the corporation, to the richer people.
And how many people have become complacent because they're so used to giving and getting?
They needed. They changed it a little bit. Wait a minute. When you all right. He's not here, but I am, so I'm going to argue with you right now. All right? I grew up
R.I.P.
when...
Bianchi.
Bianchi 2.0.
Yo, I'm channeling you, bro. All right, listen. Maybe not. I don't know. All right. I grew up in the era when if you had a kid, you got a pay raise. They changed that a little bit, but not enough because it made people complacent. If you go to school... Sorry, I'm spitting on your table. If you go to school...
God damn it, Todd.
There you go. If you go to school, they'll take money away from you. If you try to better yourself, they take away from you. So, yeah, they help you on the one hand, but they take it from the other hand. They don't want you to get better. You're right. Just like doctors. They don't cure you. They treat the ailment. They treat what's hurting you. They don't cure it because you got to keep paying it. But the fucking Republicans, they don't care about the little guy. It started with Reagan, with the trickle-down effect. You know what trickle-down effect is? It's just pissing on you. That's all it is.
So what's the difference between him and R. Kelly? We still listen to his music. I'm
You
still
do,
bumping
I
R.
don't.
Kelly.
I'm not, but I gotta admit, recently I'm gonna sound totally white here. I did not realize how good Tupac was.
And that's true, because this dude sends me like, yeah.
He was like, "Did you hear the song, Dear Mama?"
No. Like, I seriously thought I never really liked rap. I just going off subject, but I never really liked rap and hip hop before.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like to sing songs that I can't really sing the words to, that I have to change the words for. Right?
So you're like, instead of nigga the whole time, you're like,
Nigger. You
Friend.
got nigger?
No. I'm switching it up because it's the same syllables. It's sometimes the same hate. I'm using cracker. Crackers with attitude. I'm not on Facebook. I can use it.
I feel we need to make a video with Todd and two other white guys with change and being crackers with attitude, but then complaining all about white privilege.
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate white privilege. And in white privilege episode, I called it luck.
That's it, you know?
It's lucky that I haven't been shot because I'm white. Seriously. But I forgot where we were going with this as I went on a rant. But no, I probably would not. If the pussy was good, no, I wouldn't leave the bitch. Because I have been in a relationship for 6 years, not with my wife. I love my wife. This was a girl in the 80s with 6 years, but the last 3 years was for the place to live in the sex. So, yeah, I was a dog. But I would rather a girl who gives me shit than a girl who gives other people shit. I would rather, because I'm in a lower economical status. I'm not making over $100,000 a year. I'm not making over $60,000 a year. So I'm not getting all these tax breaks and all this shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Look at Hertz. Little shit like Hertz filed bankruptcy. But before they filed bankruptcy, they gave millions of dollars of bonuses to their executives.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, because they knew they had to do it.
But I can't file bankruptcy. I can file bankruptcy and all my bills are paid, but I can't ask for anything for 7 more years. But businesses and corporations, they can do it again right away. That's not fair.
It's not. It's absolutely not. And I agree with you 100%. But here's the thing.
I'd still fuck the Democratic bitch.
But here's the thing, though. It's you have a chance to be able to form something new. Like right now, America could birth one of the greatest political parties if they actually kept aside the differences that these other political parties are putting against us. You know, poor white people and poor black people could sit together at a table, have a conversation, and realize, holy shit, at the end of the day, we're all working hard. Our taxes are going to these fucks. They're saying that we hate each other, but yet we still clock in and do all the jobs to make sure they're doing what's right. So
all the people living in a trailer park and all the people living in the projects need to get together and fuck these people in the mansion.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then that's exactly how it is. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, you just want a scapegoat. You need somebody. Because the thing is, I realized white people will hate other white people. When I heard this, that's white trash. I was like, white trash? Yeah, that's lower than white. Yeah. And I'm sitting there like, how can you be lower than your own? Like, you're white. Like, I don't understand this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong.
Add the word trash to it.
Like, but I never heard.
I guess that's our version of the Untouchables.
I've never heard a black person look at another black person and say, you're beneath me. I mean, you got light skinned dudes who feel
they black people that think that black people are beneath them, they call them niggas. They're like, that's a nigga.
Very true. But in the whole form of niggeriety, at the end of the day, you still look at each other and you're in a room full of, other people, you're still like, well, you my nigga now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, white people legitimately be in a whole full room of white people still be like, nah. Or in a whole room of black people still be like, nah, that's still white trash. Like, I'm fucking with all these black people, but I'm still not fucking with that white trash. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. People are probably going to hate me for it, but anybody who carries or has a Confederate flag on them, you guys lost. You lost. Yeah, it's your culture, but your culture was for the wrong reason, and you lost.
Yeah, your culture wasn't really mainly slave. It was separation. You wanted to be your own country, like Texans. You know what I mean?
Or now California, they want to be their own. They want to separate into their own. They were talking last year.
Yeah, they will soon.
Well, actually, California.
Let them float away. They're gonna go anyways.
Sacramento and Northern California want to break up and be their own state.
Oh,
so like California and a half.
California and a half.
Benny, we gotta have you talk for Puerto Rico. You think Puerto Rico's ever gonna be a state? Think Puerto Rico's ever gonna be like, we want to be a part of, part of the shit show?
No, I doubt it.
No. Why become a state? Why? It's why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Exactly.
I don't blame
But
let's touch on a subject. Let's touch on the whole Vianci subject. Let's touch on that.
I was trying not to, but yeah, let's touch on Vianci.
Let's do it. No, he hit us up the other day because I guess we put the X's over his face or whatever. Right? But mind you, I'm going to tell you why I did it. I did it because obviously he's not on the show anymore, and we don't have enough time. I didn't have enough time to come and do new promotional material. So...
But I still think it's, in a way, it's dope. It's not anything bad.
Yeah, it's not nothing bad. It's just letting you know that he's not on the show anymore. He got grayed out, and he got
respect.
Yeah. And it's still showing that, basically showing respect because he was one of the founders, so we still have him on there for a little bit but the main reason is because I didn't have enough time to do new promotional material because I was working on the festival and doing all this other crap, and I got videos I have to edit and music videos and all kinds of other bullshit.
So in the next one you do, you're just gonna have a little picture of him in a cloud.
Well, let's continue talking though.
So just so everybody knows, there's no animosity. There's a little animosity because obviously he left, but it's nothing crazy. Obviously, we'll have him back on as a guest host and other things and things like that. But so I mean, there's nothing really bad about it. I just threw some X's over his face just to fucking.
I know. I know. Some people think that we hate Vianci. We don't. No, we actually told him that we're gonna talk mad shit about him.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it was always a fun group. Like behind the cameras, it's three guys like shitting on each other, talking jokes, and then we get serious, and then after that, we're like, just if you think about it, that's normal though. You know what I mean? What workplace have you been in where you and your coworkers don't? So when he left, we're like, yo, listen, we have the platform now to talk shit about you, with your thousands and thousands of followers and our followers building up. But we're getting there. we're gonna talk shit about you, but not in a bad way. It's all out of love. You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna say RIP? But it's not like we're sitting there like straightly hating on him. Like, people want to grow. People, there's, you know.
So all right, the thing is, well, like I said, there's no animosity. There's a little bit because obviously. So this is the story. Basically, he came in one day and was like, "Hey, I'm out." It was kind of random, but we understood. Whatever, fine. He had an opportunity. He took the opportunity. So we're not obviously we support that. So I mean, like I said, there's no really. Nothing there. Like we're cool about it. So
yeah, but that's what I said. Even when you say there's, I don't feel it is any animosity.
I think
it's just we were.
I mean, it's just the part that it was like so random. Like you could have been like more of a heads up.
And we were growing, and the thing was, he was always saying like he wanted to travel and everything. And now we're about open. We're gonna hit the road and travel again. But I understand, you know, people. There's like I said, there was an opportunity. The big thing was he has opportunity. You know, I'm not gonna throw out there what his opportunity was, but he has opportunity, and I wish him the best with it. You know what I mean? And I understand, like, you know, sometimes you gotta do things. You know, if you got the ball in your hand, sometimes the best thing to do is take the shot.
Yep. You don't want to miss an opportunity and regret it later.
Yeah.
So.
No, you don't want to have a chance to do something and not do it and then regret it.
But yeah, so we have, like I said, like before the whole fucking COVID-19 thing, we were actually making some moves. We had some dope ass interviews
in New York for a minute.
Yeah. We did the thing with my cousin Prospect. We did an interview with him.
Shout out! He just dropped another.
No, that was old. That was old mixtape. So yeah, we did that, and then we were getting crazy requests from like big name people in New York to come on the show.
Come out there, and then New York was the number one spot. We just left right before the fucking ship sank. Like,
I remember because we had a show right after that, and I was worried because you were coming from New York.
New York, yeah. That's where.
We had that was crazy back then when people were saying that we were irresponsible for putting on a comedy show.
So back to the whole so after we left New York, we were getting hit up by people that had like 300,000 followers, wanted to come fucking have us. Well, they wanted to be on the show. So and then fucking COVID-19 hit, and we fucking basically our fucking flow just stopped. But since everything's opening back up, hopefully we'll be getting back on that. We have some cool surprise guests that we will be having in the future. But yeah, like I said, it's all love for Vianci, obviously.
Definitely is.
So don't think, there's any crazy animosity towards him. There's not.
Hey, you think they're gonna like it?
But we do want to send our condolences to his family. R.I.P. Vianci.
Love you, man. You think they're gonna change, like, how we have? You think now everything's gonna be like BC and AC, before Corona and after Corona?
Speaking of that, you guys saw the new quarter, the 2020 quarter?
Nah.
It has the bat, the fruit bat that supposedly started the whole coronavirus is on the back of the 2020 quarter with it's the big bat, and then
so we have Nostradamus in the coin department of the U.S. Mint,
and it's. So I guess, like, since it's been out, I had a few people hit me up and tell me what, like, things they heard. Like, I guess somebody said they did it because of something for Hawaii. And I was thinking Hawaii has never been really known for the fruit bat, and stuff like that. I just think somebody I'm not saying any conspiracy theories. I'm not saying it. I just think it's freaking hilarious. I think somebody said, we got to make a new quarter. What should we do? The dude's like, say no more. I got it. Right? Didn't start printing it. Didn't get any approval. And now it's out and you can't do anything. And they're like, fuck it. You know what? Trump will say something crazy. We don't have to worry about it. And then he does. He says, when they start looting, we start shooting. No, he didn't say we start shooting, but.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't say we. He said, once the looting starts, the shooting starts.
Right. Conspiracy theories and looting. Let me ask you. Can I ask you something that I saw today? Do you believe that some of these lootings are started by undercover cops?
Dude,
did you see that video of Target where people were going to try to break into Target and a group of other protesters stopped them from getting in? And then they interviewed one of the guys that stopped them. He said, the guy was an undercover cop trying to get us to start looting.
No.
You believe that?
They if you look at it, there's pictures taken where these guys have like earpieces on, like I'm talking about Fed earpieces. They have proof of the first guy started rioting. He was just walking around, this white guy.
Oh yeah, I've seen the video and they have the picture.
Like, and this is why I tell people, like, when you're emotional and you're upset, you do things out of rage. If you look at anything in history, the person who's the emotional or gets an emotional person, you're gonna lose. Because you lose your composure, you do things irrationally. The other person knows, all right, now you're emotional, so now I can fuck with you more. and you get knocked out. So these guys are upset and they're looting stuff and everything. I agree. You burnt down the precinct. I applaud that. That was a strategic move. That right there is proving a point. You're not going to arrest somebody. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't feel bad because that's taxpayers' money who built that. You know what I mean? Like,
you motherfuckers just gonna build it all over again anyway.
You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna build it anyways, my tax money. So fuck it. You know what I mean?
What do you think about they burnt down the old courthouse in City Hall in Nashville too last night?
In Nashville? Oh, I did not see that. But that's but this is what brings me to the other thing, right? Okay. So here's the thing, right? They apprehended the man who you guys were protesting about. Now you stop protesting on that part and let the justice system do what it's supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know because the whole thing is, okay, they arrested him, but now is he actually going to get prosecuted and actually sent to
they're
jail
definitely going to
They're prosecuted.
You know what I'm saying? But then is he going to get a fucking probation for fucking 10 years?
Which is true. Which
After he just murdered somebody?
Why you have the coalition meet him outside, that van's going to pick him up. You know what I mean? Like, this dude, he's going to get what deserves to him because he's a monster. You're a monster. You're a coward. In my book, you're a coward. You know what I mean? If you're really that tough to do something to somebody, don't even put gloves on. You know what I mean? Cops should make a circle around them and say, y'all bang it out.
But the thing is, usually light-skinned monsters get away with a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Light-skinned monsters get away with a lot of things.
So he'll fucking, at the end of the day, he'll fucking probably get his pension. He'll fucking get probation. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like he won't get.
No, I don't think he won't get his pension.
I know.
Yeah, he'll probably
he won't get his pension. More than likely, he will get some jail time.
He's gonna get some jail time.
He's gonna get some jail. But the thing is, once he gets into jail, he's gonna have to spend his whole time in PC.
Oh yeah.
His whole time. Otherwise,
there's always. Like I said, there's a group for everybody.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I am not one to say what I would do because I've never been put in that situation. You know what I mean? And God forbid if I ever do get put in that situation. Because the thing is, it's just wrong. But I was just saying, like, I hear what you're saying. He might get off and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's when you tear shit up again. You know what I mean? But right now, slow it down. Why are you destroying things just there? Now, if you want to continue to protest, to open up the government, to do what you have to do so you could get your way of life back, whatever makes you comfortable, do it. I know a lot of these people can't, if you really think about it, I don't mind being home. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I don't miss working because I'm still working every day. There's something I'm even trying to do, whether it's like paying attention to my stocks or trying to chase some yard work or anything outdoor somebody needs, because it's just a true hustle, but there's some people who just can't stand being at home because they can't stand being with themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people, when you're home, most people have a home because they store shit in there, and now you have to be around all that shit and those memories that you never cleaned out your closet, so now you're just like,
or you're home with the person for 10 hours that you weren't home for.
You didn't want to
actually, oh, Jesus.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because your work was your escape. Your work was your escape from home so you can enjoy life, and then you go back because you're comfortable with the little bit of time that you had. Because you can't just fess up and look at somebody and say, I can't fucking stand you.
All right, guys, we gotta escape out of here because it's been an hour and nobody's gonna listen to this far anyway. So.
Yeah, for real. But guys, thank you for watching. Benny, tell them where you can find us.
Find us on Instagram, Facebook. Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Spotify, Google, Apple. Watch us on YouTube.
Watch the YouTube. It's funny.
YouTube's great. You get to see me.
Yeah, you get to see the potato-looking white guy.
Yo, my head is as big as a potato as it was, man.
Yeah, you know what? Tell me why. Ever since I met Todd, you always remind me of Barney Rubbles, man.
Now you say it.
No, I got my Fred Flintstone feet.
Yeah, it's true. He has more of a neck than Barney. Barney was just like shoulders and head, right?
Yo, I used to have no neck. I had holders. I had and shoulders.
So you were Barney Rubbles. So yeah.
Yo, do you think if he grew hair, he looked like that guy from the 90 Day Fiancé?
Oh shoot! Yes.
You never seen him?
No.
Oh my god! I gotta see.
We're gonna show it.
I'll look it up real quick.
You guys, if you guys want us to talk about anything too,
fiance.
always #LTAD. Let us know some topics and everything. Try to get somebody. If you want to be on the show as a co-host,
Fuck you. Yo, my neck wasn't that big.
That's what I do. Yes.
No. Actually, that's not true. My neck was so big one time, it looked like I had a goiter on the side of my neck.
Holy fuck.
It did.
If you guys want to be on the show, hit up the page. There's a few people that I know hit me up. We put you on a list because we do have a list because there's a lot of people who want to be on here. But the shout out to our co-host, Todd Therrien. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Yo, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
Todd Therrien. EMT Comedy. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. I was about to say plug yourself in. Hey, guys, that's it. We're going to wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching.
All right. Deuces.
Peace.